give me a 25% discount. So instead of it costing $236, it was $150.
Very nice.
How do they
Yeah.
mess up? Wrong
They
prescription?
called the wrong number.
Here, can I see your card for a second?
What do you mean?
Well, they had ours. They got one numbers wrong. So they left a message like. Even if they had called ours, I should probably mailbox would have been full and she probably.
Wait, why does that get a $25 discount?
Oh, they
Because
forgot.
they just assumed she wasn't gonna get the glasses. So college, trying a little harder. Isn't that awesome?
Yes.
Yes, all
And they're gonna try,
Alright, what next Friday?
they're gonna try and get her.
Dad.
Thank you. Oh, thank you very much.
They're gonna try and get her
Here you go.
class
In the
certificate.
movies, the Ten Commandments. So
Right.
it is written, so it shall be done.
Thank you.
There's things like it, where about just as God command, the children of Israel will do, but it happens again and again in the book of Exodus.
Right.
As God commanded, they did. As God commanded, they did.
Next time.
Let's bless the candles.
La 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 la. Ay la 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 la. Ay la 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 la. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav Vitzivanu vitzivanu le'adlik ner Vitzivanu vitzivanu le'adlik ner Vitzivanu vitzivanu le'adlik ner Shel Shabbat La 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 Shabbat Shalom, welcome. This has been a week where the world has changed. The Middle East transformed. We don't know where it's going to go, but we hope to help Israel
Very good.
more secure and help return the hostages and lead us to not feeling as surrounded
Charles,
by
please
enemies.
mute.
That's that are.
Charles, please mute. You're over talking the rabbi.
Oh, it's water.
Incredible presence of the Middle East
Vladimir said he showed Israel's great will to survive. If you're following online, and it's great victory. It is a victory, but there is still some anxiety because those who are taking over Syria are still jihadists.
Easier to understand.
Al Qaeda, and we shall
So,
see what direction it goes. But it's
5
it's
years.
looking better than we thought a week ago.
At one
And I
point,
wanted
they
to
made
also
one
mention that this is the week where here in Oak Park we buried Detective Alan Reddins, who was murdered the day after Thanksgiving. And we send our condolences to the Oak Park Police Department and to the whole village. So let's begin our service, our Kabbalat Shabbat service, our sure service of receiving Shabbat. We begin with Shalom Aleichem, page 5.
The new sets.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hashem,
Any other cards?
Malachei Elyon, V'melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Baruch Hu Nile Shalom, Malachi Shalom, Malachi Elyon. Mi Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seichem Shalom, Malachi Shalom, Malachi Elyon. Mi Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Page 11. Lechu neranena ladonai, naria letzor yishenu, nikad mafana bitoda, pizmiro naria lo. Arbaim shana kud bador, va'omaram toe levavhem, ve'hem lo yadu drachai, asher nishbati v'yapi mivon el menuchati. Lai 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 Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash, Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz, Shiru l'Adonai baruchu shemo, basru miyom liyom yeshuato, sapru v'goyim כבודו בכל העמים נפלאותיו כי גדול אדוני ומהולל מאוד נורא הוא על כל אלוהים כי כל אלוהי העמים אלים ואדון השמיים עשה הוד והדר לפניו עוז ותפארת במקדשו עבור לאדוני משפחות העמים עבור לאדוני כבוד ועוז עבור לאדוני כבוד שמו צאו מנחה ובואו לחצרותיו לפני אדוני קיווה לשפוט הארץ, ישפוט תבל בצדק וימים באמונתו. 15. אדוני מלך תגל הארץ, ישמחו חיים רבים.
On the left-hand side, Adonai reigns, let the earth be glad, and many distant lands rejoice.
Clouds and thick darkness surround the divine, righteousness and justice secure God's throne. Fire goes before God, consuming besiegers round about.
Flashes of lightning illumine the land, the earth watches and trembles, mountains melt like wax at the approach of Adonai, at the approach of the Master of all the earth.
The heavens tell of God's righteousness, and all the nations see God's glory.
Or zarua l'tzadik u'le'shrei lev simcha, simchu tzadikim b'Adonai, v'yodu lezecher kodsho. Mizmor, page 17. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash, ki niflaot asa. Hoshia lo yamino uzeroa kosho di Adonai Yeshuato li'nei hagoyim gilat tzikato zachar chasdo ve'emunato levei Yisrael rahu chol asei haaretz Yeshuat Eloheinu, Ariu l'Adonai, Kol haaretz, Pitzchu v'ranenu v'zamreinu, Zamru l'Adonai v'chinor, v'chinor l'kol zimrat, B'chatzot serot v'kol shofar, Livnei HaMelech Adonai, Yiram hayam, Umlelo, Tevel v'yosheva, Narot imchau haf, Yachad arim yiraneinu, Livnei Adonai kiva, Lishpot haaretz, Yishpot ever b'tzedek, ve'yamim b'meisharim, yalayla, yalalala, yalalala, yalayla, yalalala, yalayla, yalalala, yalalala, Adonai malach yirgezu amim, Yoshev kirovim tanut haaretz. It's page 19. Moshe Eromemu Adonai Eloheinu v'yishtachavu lehar kodsho ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu.
Please rise, we turn to page 21, Mizmor LeDavid, acclaim Adonai, children of the divine. The voice of Adonai thunders over the waters, glorious thunders, with all its power, with all its majesty, blessing the people with peace.
Mizmor LeDavid, Avul Adonai ben Elim, Avul Adonai, Kavod v'ahoz, Avul Adonai kevod shemo, Ishtachavu l'Adonai v'yad HaKodesh, Kol Adonai al hamayim, ela kavod irim, Adonai al mayim, mayim rabim, Kol Adonai b'koach, Kol Adonai b'yadar, Kol Adonai shover arazim, vayeshaber Adonai et arzei alvanon, vayargileim k'mo egel levanon, v'sirion k'emo v'nreimim, Kol Adonai chotzev le'avot ish, Kol Adonai yachil midbar, yachil Adonai midbar kadesh, Kol Adonai yechol yalot, ויחשוף הערות ובכלו כולו מרכבות. אדוני למה בו ישב וישב אדוני מלך לעולם. אדוני עוז לעמו ייתן אדוני יברך עמו ושלום. איי לי 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 די 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 איי לי 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 לי.
Please be seated. We turn to page 23, Lechadodi.
לחדודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. לחדודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד. השמיענו אל המיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. לשם ולתפארת ולי תהילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה כי מקור הברכה מראש מקדם נסוכה. סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. מקדש מלך עיר מלוכה קומיצי. מתוך אף אחריו לך שבח בעמק הבכה. והוא יחמור עלייך חמלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. התנערי מעפר קומי לבשי בגדי תפארתך מעל ידי. שי ויתהלך מקרבה נפשי גאלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי התעוררי כי באורך קומי אורי אורי אורי. תדברי כבוד אדוני עלי נדלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. לא תבושי ולא תקמי מה תשתוכחי. מאומתם מבך יחסו עניי עמי ונבנתה עירתי לה. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. Let's go directly to the last stanza. We rise on page 25 and we greet the bride Shabbat. בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. just sent a text.
Okay, good.
There are 4 online, and he's online, so that's 5. 5 plus 5. 5 plus 5 is...
The magic number.
And the rabbi is worth too, so.
We turn the page, thank you, 39. We turn to the Baruch Hu, 39a.
Baruch hu et Adonai HaMivorach.
Baruch Adonai Varach Leolam Vaed.
Baruch Adonai HaMivorach Leolam Vaed.
Please be seated, and we turn to the responsive reading on the far left of page 39a. Beloved are you, eternal God, by whose design the evening falls, by whose command dimensions open up and eons pass away and stars spin in their orbits.
You set the rhythms of day and night, the alteration of light and darkness. Sing your creating word.
And rising sun and spreading dust, creator of all, you are made manifest.
Eternal, everlasting God, may we always be aware of your dominion.
Beloved are you, Adonai, for this hour of nightfall.
Umavir yom umevi laila, umavdil ben yom uve laila, Adonai tzivaot shemo, El chai v'kayam, tamid yimlach aleinu leolam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, amari v'aravim. Ahavat olam beit Yisrael, Amecha avtavta, Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, otanu limadet al kein Adonai Eloheinu, b'shokvenu v'kumenu, nasiach b'chukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, uv'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed. Ki hem chayenu v'yorech yameinu, uv'hem negeh yomam v'alayla. V'yavatecha al tasir mimenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha, b'chol levacha u'b'chol nafshecha, u'b'chol meodecha, v'hayu advarim ha'ele, asher anochi metzavecha, hayom al levavecha, v'shinantam levanecha, v'divarta bam, v'shivtecha b'veitecha, uv'lechtecha b'derech, uv'shovdecha v'kumecha, u'kshatam liot al yadecha, v'hayu letotafot bein einecha, u'chtavtam al mezuzot beitecha, u'visharecha. Impress these words of mine upon your heart and upon your soul. Bind them as a sign upon your hand and as a symbol above your eyes. Teach them to your children by speaking of them when you sit in your home, when you walk on your way, when you lie down and when you rise up. Inscribe them upon the doorposts of your home and on your gates. Vayomer Adonai el Moshe. Ani Adonai Elohechem, asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim, liot lachem le'Elohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem, amen.
To page 43b, you proclaim the covenant on the seventh day.
You declared it and decreed it. We listened and heard it.
You love this day we inherited, we delighting in its remembrance.
And began its command with the word, remember, Azachor.
From the time you bestowed a joy filled the hearts of Yeshurun, the people you redeemed.
Securing the cause of righteousness.
You exalted Shabbat as a sign between us forever. In 6 days your world was formed. On the 7th day you rested.
And on this day, Israel, your people rest.
To honor your name, they sing songs of praise to the one deserving of praise.
Page 44. Mi chamocha bailim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot osefele. מלכותך ראו בניך בוקי הים לפני משה זה ליאנו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד ונאמר כי פדה אדוני אל יעקב וגלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני קהל ישראל השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום יעמידנו מלכנו לחיים.
וחרב האב יגון והסמל סמל סמל.
ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ברוך אתה אדוני, הפורס סוכת שלום עלינו, ועל כל עמו ישראל, ועל ירושלים. ושמרו בני ישראל אל השבת. לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. כי 6 ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש ויתקדש שמי רבה תעלמה דברה כרותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי לכל בית ישראל. בעגלה ובזמן קריב יאמרו אמן. ישמי רבה מברך לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשה בריחו לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה את אמירם בעלמא ויאמרו אמן.
Our Amidah for Friday nights begins on page 47. We continue silently through to page 52.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, say shalom, shalom bimrumav. Uya say shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Amen.
Please rise for Kiddush, page 55.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava v'ratzon hinchaltanu zikaron l'masei v'reshit ki hu yom techila l'mikra'ei kodesh zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim Kivanu v'acharta v'otanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodshecha b'ahava u'ratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai Mikadesh HaShabbat.
Amen. Please be seated. Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Last week, my daughter Shalva had a little moment, a difficult moment with two of her very good friends where they said something not nice, or she heard them say something not nice. And it was really bothering her, the way it bothers all of us when something like that happens to us. And she thought, what should I do? What should I do? She's 8 years old. But she decided that she was going to, with a very loving heart, confront her friends. So she decided to go up to them and tell her how she felt. And she actually found in the end, they told her at least, that she misunderstood. It wasn't all what she thought, and they apologized for all of it. And to see her come back that day, she looked so happy. She was healed from this very difficult thing within herself. And I was very proud of her. So our parsha this week is a parsha where it has a very big question. The story of Jacob and his brother Esau, when he finally goes back and sees his brother Esau. And the big question of the parsha is, why doesn't Esau do what he seemed to be intending to do and kill Jacob? Because Jacob was coming back, and Jacob had been gone for 20 years, and the last time that Esau saw Jacob, Jacob had stolen his blessing, and he'd run away. And now he's hearing that Jacob's coming back, but Jacob now wants to be the head of a tribe after being away for 20 years. And so Esau, we can imagine, is upset, and Jacob himself is very nervous. And so Jacob now, he's come back, he has all these children, he has 2 wives, he has a lot of possessions, he's doing very well for himself. He's nervous for everything that Esau might do. So he says, I'm going to send some messengers. He sends some messengers, and messengers say, we saw Esau coming this way, and he has 400 armed men with him. How would Jacob feel? We know he panics. He's very worried. He divides his camp into 2. He sends many gifts towards Esau. And we know the story. That night he wrestles with an angel. And when he wrestles with the angel, it's all night long. He wrestles. In the morning he's given a new name, Israel, and he's blessed by the angel. And that's when he goes to see Esau. And this is the moment of truth. And Esau does not go after him. Esau falls on his neck and embraces him and kisses him and do all the things the brothers should do for each other. So what happened? Why didn't Esau carry through with his vengeance? And everything we know about Esau, he was not a good man, and he really did not care for his brother who had done a legitimate wrong to him. So the commentators say it must have been all about what happened that night when he was wrestling with the angels, or during that period. And some say, well, it's all those gifts he sent to Esau. He sent so many gifts to Esau, and Esau had a big ego. So Esau felt so pleased with all these gifts that he was sent. He thought, my brother has learned his lesson. I don't need to go after him again. And when Jacob approached him, Jacob bowed down 7 times. And so he made himself so small, Esau thought, well, he's acknowledging my dominance. Perhaps that's it. But my favorite explanation is one that my father speaks about. My father says it was all about that night when he was wrestling with the angel. And in that wrestling with the angel, he was wrestling with his past, and he was wrestling with his future. He was wrestling with what happened all those years before between him and Esau. He was worried about the future. But really, he was already a new man. But what happened in that night is he became fully that new person that he was supposed to be. He became Israel. He was no longer Jacob. And so when he walked up to Esau, Esau didn't see Jacob, the younger brother of his who had stolen his blessing. He saw a man who had overcome all those parts of himself that caused all the troubles. He saw someone who was completely different. He saw someone who was full of all of his accomplishments during the 20 years. And the Kabbalah has a beautiful insight, and it says that from that moment on, Jacob's name was no longer Jacob or Israel. Even his secret name was Emet, truth. After fooling his brother and being fooled himself, he finally found that place of truth. And when he approached Esau, he was full of that truth. He was just being himself. And from that place, Esau couldn't do anything but just love him as his younger brother, as his twin, as the brother he'd always wanted to have, but everything that come between them. And so the message of the Torah is really about the unstoppable power when we live as we should truly are, when we live from our truth, when we just are who we are, and we throw away all the other stuff, and we go through all the wrestling and struggling we each have to go through our life, and we emerge a fuller person. And when we live from that place, nothing can come to us. Nothing can reach us. There's a story about the power of transformation, and then we're able to transform ourselves. It not only transforms us, but also transforms the whole world. Shabbat Shalom. We turn to page 56 for Aleinu. Please rise.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו קרויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות הארמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל עמונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך שם את השמיים אמת מלכנו אפסו לטוב נאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
Please be seated. We turn to our Mourner's Kaddish. We're on page 58. This week we are observing the following yard sites: Bashi Bandari, Burl Besser, Ida Rise, Bloom, Louis Mayer Bloom, David Blumenfield, Leonard Brown, Golda Brownstein, Martin G. Chasnov, Leroy Cohen, Samuel Dworet, Maurice Fari, Elizabeth Furtick, Joel Fish, Marilyn Friedman, Mary Gershon, Nathan Glassman, Jake I. Goldberg, Neil Goldberg, Samuel Gottlieb, Manny M. Gottlieb, Lillian Hattis, Philip Hattis, Samuel Eisenstark, Nathan A. Jaffe, Sarah Kahanowitz, Gertrude Cantor, Florence Kaplan, Samuel Meister, Helen Mayer, Abraham Persky, Richard S. Rothschild, Abraham Schaffner, Ann Schaffner, Louis Shapiro, Joseph Simon, Koppel Slucker, Pauline Wallach, Erwin Howard Wallen. If you are mourning or observing yard site, please rise and join me in the words of the Kaddish. Yitkadav v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
V'amad yivra kerutei v'yamlich malchutei. V'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayed echol Beit Yisrael. B'gala v'zman kariv v'emu. Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam omer maya. Yiparach v'yishtabach v'yipar v'yitchomam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitale v'yitalal shmei dekudasha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tush bechata v'nechemata. Tamiran be'alma v'emu. Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'akol Yisrael v'emu. Amen. V'oseh shalom b'momav hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'akol Yisrael v'yimeru.
Amen.
Announcements. This evening.
Well, there only are Saturday announcements here,
Ah,
but
okay.
maybe you'll summarize it.
Mr. Bloom.
Okay, Mr. Jerry, here we go.
Sure, you need the microphone.
He's preparing.
Thank you very much.
Face the camera.
And here are the announcements for this Saturday's,
For Friday, just go straight to, as always.
as always, go to our website for details and links for all scheduled programming. It's not too late to come for Adult Magic with Maginique this Sunday, December 15th, beginning at 2 p.m. Come for a fun fundraiser with Sid and Mickey performing magic, an art auction, a raffle, food and drink. Register now. Interested in getting more involved in the temple? Apply for a leadership position on Har Zion's board, or sign up and join a committee. Nominations for the board are open through this coming Monday, December 9th. We have great plans for a community zinging with a Z to celebrate Hanukkah. On Sunday, December 29th at 5:30, we are hosting the Yiddish singing group Mama Lotion for a special night of song, lighting candles, eating latkes dinner, and playing dreidel. Come for this warm, delicious Hanukkah tradition, a celebration where we literally join in song with Oak Park Temple and the Jewish community and school for Freilach or fun. Register and plan to bring your menorah to light candles on the 5th night together as a community. It's really a beautiful thing to see. Also going on during the winter holidays is a chance to help folks at the Greater Chicago Food Depository. On January 2nd from 1 to 3:45,